Think working from home with a broken AC is chaos. Now imagine living on a planet that's basically one giant Costco freezer minus the Costco. Number 10, breathe in and the air slaps you back. That wind has a special kind of Midwest wind chill vibe that hits you square in the face. Stepping out of the cave is like walking through a Target parking lot in January. After you forgot your gloves, the humidity turns into needles. Your nose goes off like a smoke detector. Yeah, the snow is beautiful, but it's got the edge of a brand new kitchen knife. Your body negotiates for warmth like you're secretly cranking up the thermostat on your roommate. You start romanticizing the simple life, right up until you remember that simple here means your scarf is a fur pelt that permanently smells like a smokehouse. The horizon looks like the frozen food aisle, except there's no automatic door at the end. You learn to breathe out of the side of your mouth, to walk like you're on low battery mode, and to respect fire like you respect a live socket. And, let's be real, we all romanticize on roughing it until it actually shows up at our door. The bottom line is, comfort isn't a luxury, it's accumulated technology. Without it, every step is a meeting with hypothermia, and she does not send a follow-up email. Number 9. The pantry is stocked with maybes. Welcome to MasterChef Forager Edition, the season that never ends. On the menu today, stubborn roots, seeds that require a PhD in patience, and a bison sighting that becomes an urban legend. When a hunt is successful, it's the Super Bowl of protein. When it's not, it's an involuntary cleanse and a whole lot of silence around the campfire. You literally burn more calories finding the food than the food gives you. Talk about a raw deal. There's no DoorDash. There's only do or dash. The clan's potluck depends entirely on who didn't slip on the ice that day. Picture it, a line of people in the wind, picking at whatever the ice left behind, guarding every scrap like it's a winning lottery ticket. And, let's be real, today, we throw out lettuce because it's slightly wilted. Back then, every leaf had an emotional social security number. The bottom line is, planning was more about managing morale than managing inventory. Whoever can celebrate a cup of bone broth like it's a 5-star meal is the one who keeps the group's spirit from breaking. Number 8. Ergonomics. Yeah, squat and pray. No gamer chair, no standing desk, no OSHA. You grind grain with a rock. You carve bone with a rock. You solve most disputes with a rock. Your spine asks you why every single morning. Sleds don't have wheels. Gloves are still a concept in beta testing. Blisters become your middle name. Calluses get their own ID card. It's the CrossFit class you can never, ever quit. The wind is the coach yelling, "One more rep," and the ice is the judge. Today, we pay to simulate this kind of effort. Back then, the effort charged you with compound interest. A single REI store would look like a miracle from the gods. You learn to invent levers, to stack stones, to use animal sinew as a zip tie. And, let's be real, productivity without breaks is just a punishment with a name badge. The bottom line is, modern comfort is the quiet space between missions. Our bodies were built for crisis. It's our minds that have to relearn how to turn off the alarm. Number 7. Migrate or become an ice sculpture. Your map, the stars, your memory, and the faint smell of water on the wind. Migration is the clan's Uber. Surge pricing is always on. There are 0 available seats, and the driver is your own 2 feet. You follow the herds, you skirt around massive lakes, you chase rumors of a valley that's slightly less deadly. Just picture the convoy. People in furs, a baby wrapped up like a burrito, an elder complaining about the pace, and that one uncle who swears he knows a shortcut, dryly. He never does. And other clans want that exact same valley with the exact same urgency. The world is huge when you have to walk it, and tiny when you have to share it, like the TSA line when everyone's flight is at the same time. And, let's be real, borders are born from necessity, not from marketing campaigns. The bottom line is, moving is a strategy, not a lifestyle. The ones who stubbornly stayed put became museum exhibits that no one ever found. Number 6, Clan Inc., brought to you by the PTA. Small team, big egos, microscopic resources. You've got the star hunter, the wise elder, the eager apprentice, the back in my day uncle, and the person who does all the actual work and never posts about it. Conflict isn't a matter of if, it's a matter of when. The rules aren't written on a wall. They're communicated with a sideways glance across the fire. You share furs, fire, food, and the blame when something goes wrong. Think of it as a startup with no venture capital and only one OKR, don't die. There's no Slack, there's a grunt. There's no HR, there's mediation over soup. And, let's be real, leadership isn't a speech at an all-hands meeting. It's deciding who eats first when there isn't enough to go around. The bottom line is, culture is the invisible tool that holds the walls up when the wind is blowing through everything. Without it, any disagreement becomes a hurricane and the team falls apart. Number 5, health insurance. We've got HMO, hope meets obstinacy. Get a cut? You get a fever? Twist an ankle? That's your new identity now. Dentist? A sharp rock, a lot of courage, and 2 friends to hold you down. You mash up plants. You heat up blades. You whisper superstitions. It's half placebo, half applied biology with an oral instruction manual. Your copay is just pain. Imagine the procedure. There's chanting, smoke, and a solemn vow to never argue with a mammoth ever again. Today, we debate brands of vitamins. Back then, an antibiotic was a winning lottery ticket. You learn to respect a small wound the way you respect a coming blizzard. The bottom line is, science is what turned bad luck into a statistic, and improvisation into a protocol. Without it, every splinter is a potential villain, and every cough is a season finale cliffhanger. Number 4, mammoth couture. Clothing isn't a vibe. It's the password to stay alive. Needles made of bone. Thread made of sinew. Every cut designed to survive a crosswind. The signature scent? Ode to Smokehouse. It's all about layering. A dry base layer, an insulating mid-layer, and a wind-breaking outer shell. It's prehistoric Patagonia. 0 logos. 100% necessity. Imagine it. Every jacket is a portable tent. Every boot, an argument against amputation. And, let's be real. When modern fashion flirts with the rustic look, it forgets that without central heating, rustic isn't an aesthetic, it's a death sentence. The bottom line is, design is just survival with optional aesthetics. The person who understands materials before trends is the one who sleeps warm and wakes up in one piece. Number 3, public safety, saber-tooth division. Your front door, a well-placed boulder, your security alarm, the dog, or that one cousin who snores like an FBI raid. The predators have claws, fangs, and a very open schedule. And that's not even counting the neighbors with spears who are chasing the same bison you are. Diplomacy is a lowered gaze, an open palm, and a whole lot of personal space. Picture a silent western where the only applause is the falling snow. It's like camping in a national park with those bear activity signs, except there's no park ranger, no bear spray, and no plan B. And, let's be real, civilization begins the moment fear becomes an agreement and a spear becomes a calendar. The bottom line is, safety isn't the absence of risk. It's the presence of rules. Without rules, every path is a courtroom, and every cave entrance is a headline waiting to happen. Number 2, fire, the Wi-Fi of the Ice Age. Starting it is a victory. Keeping it lit is a full-time religion. Everyone becomes a guardian of the ember, blowing on it like it's a birthday candle that decides the fate of the world. It cooks, it warms, it wards off beasts. It dries your boots, it soothes the ego, and it brings people together. But it goes out for the dumbest reasons. A gust of wind, a moment of carelessness, a bit of ego. When the fire goes out, it's total chaos, like the router blinking that dreaded red light for the whole neighborhood. S'mores, a distant dream. We're talking soup, smoke, and gratitude. And, let's be real, we all love to romanticize unplugging until we lose the one connection that truly matters. The bottom line is, technology isn't a screen. It's whatever extends human life. So respect the person carrying the ember because they are the server admin. Number 1, human R-A-M, no notebooks, no cloud saves, no notes app. Everything is passed down through word of mouth. gestures, and charcoal on a cave wall. The stories are told on a loop around the fire, complete with well-timed suspense, mistakes, and exaggerations. If the storyteller messes up, a technique is lost, a danger is forgotten, the clan unlearns how to survive. The data center is the elder's mind. The library is a cave wall with a crooked-looking bison and a handprint. Today, your reputation is based on likes. Back then, it was based on whether you could remember the way back home under an overcast sky. Information without memory is just noise. Memory without sharing is just a myth that leads you in the wrong direction. The bottom line is, culture is the one tool that doesn't fit in your bag, but it fits in your head. And when the server goes down, it's the only thing that can reboot the system. So, what part of the Ice Age do you think would have taken you out first? Let me know in the comments, hit subscribe, and go appreciate your puffer jacket and your microwave. They are the noble inheritance of those who refuse to become statues.